What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the best settings you can be using right now in Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 just released, so if you're going to be playing it, these are going to be the best settings that you need to be using, especially with the new Omni movement system that is in place, because there's some pretty important settings for that as well. And Sprint to Fire has changed as well, so you guys are going to need to know that setting also. We will also give you the best XM4 loadout at the end of this video. That's the only one that I have leveled up enough to give you guys a really solid loadout for it. As you can see here, we already have gold camo on it as well. And we'll kind of explain the camo process for you guys also, so you guys are ready to go as soon as you hop on this weekend. Let's get a quick word from the sponsor of today's video and we'll get you these settings. Before we get you the rest of these loadouts, I wanted to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Exit Lag. One of the most annoying things in gaming, especially to me, is lag. And that's where Exit Lag will come in and help you alleviate some of those issues, especially if you have terrible internet. They have a huge selection of games for you to choose from that will just help you have a better gaming experience. A really cool feature that Exit Lag has is what's called an AI route optimizer. It will identify the best route for your data packets and will optimize in real time your connection and connect you to the best servers worldwide. Exit Lag has over 1,000 servers across 5 continents and over 18 million weekly optimizations, which just guarantees you superior gaming performance regardless of where you're located. If Exit Lag sounds like something that would improve your gaming experience, use the link right here below or at the top of the description of this video and you can have 3 free days to test it out. They even have a duo and squad option so your friends can pitch in and you guys can just share the experience. And Black Ops 6 is already available on Exit Lag. Thank you again to Exit Lag for sponsoring today's video. Also, if you do not plan on playing Black Ops 6, this video can be very useful when Black Ops 6 gets integrated into Warzone around November 14th. I think November 14th is the leaked day or whatever. So make sure you guys are saving this video because all of these settings I'm about to give you can be used in Warzone when Warzone gets integrated with Black Ops 6 on November 14th. So keep that in mind. Save this video for later. All right, first we're going to start off with the graphics settings. Graphics settings are for PC. Some of these can be used on console as well, so just kind of use whatever can be used in console. This all applied, it will all apply to console also. So the display mode is going to be full screen borderless. I like full screen borderless or full screen exclusive, completely up to you guys. I'm using a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080, so I don't even have a 4090 in this thing, nothing crazy. So this is going to be really solid for you guys. Refresh rate is going to be I'm putting it at 180. You can put it at 120 if you want. Display resolution is 2560 by 1440. And then we got the aspect ratio we're going to set to automatic. I've got an M2 7QA ICE monitor, really dope monitor by Gigabyte, really cool. Restart freeze shaders loading, don't worry about that. Display gamma, I've got it at 2.2, no need to really worry about that, that comes standard. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I've got on plus boost. And then eco mode preset, we're still rocking custom VSync gameplay off, VSync menus off, custom frame rate limit, I've got it set to unlimited. You can set it to custom, and then what you can do is sit here and make sure it doesn't go past a certain amount or whatever you want to do there. I've got it set to unlimited. Probably better to put it at a custom frame rate limit, and then menu I always have set at 60, and then out of focus frame rate we're gonna rate limit, and then reduce menu render resolution doesn't really matter. That's not going to affect your actual gameplay, all those kinds of things. Reduce quality when inactive, none of this really matters, but everything up above here, high dynamic HDR, you're going to turn that off also. Whatever you can do if you're playing on PC to get this estimated VRAM usage down while still getting great quality is going to be your best bet. So we're gonna hit apply and we'll confirm it. We'll be good to go. All right, then we're going to quality here. Graphic preset, we got a custom render resolution. We're going on 110, dynamic resolution off, upscaling and sharpening. I've got mine fidelity FX cast. Then we're going to go down to show more, and we're going to turn that cast strength all the way up. Texture resolution, I got very low. This is like one of the biggest ones that affects your actual gameplay. Texture filter anisotropic, we're rocking just normal. Depth of field, we're going to turn off. Detail quality normal. Particle resolution low. Bullet impacts on. You can turn those off too. It doesn't really affect much. I just like my bullet impact, so I can show you guys like vertical recoil, horizontal recoil just in the firing range. Shader quality, we got low. On demand texture streaming, if you guys are having trouble with crashing and things like that, turn this thing off. Minimal, turn it to minimal. You can't even set it to off anymore, but turn this thing to minimal, period. Local texture streaming quality normal. shadow quality low, space shadows high. This doesn't affect anything either. You can turn this low, off, high, completely up to you there. Occlusion and screen space lighting high, completely up to you on that. This does not affect VRAM or anything like that. Won't affect frames that much either, to be honest. I've got that set to normal. Static reflection quality, I've got that set to high. You can do whichever one you want here. Tessellation, I've got set to near. Volumetric quality high. Deferred physics quality high. Weather grid volumes normal. Water quality I've got set to all. You can turn it off if you want. That'll just give you like a flat look when it comes to the water and things like that. We'll hit apply. If we made any changes, go over to view. This is the part that will affect you on console, so this will apply to console. Everybody, field of view, you're gonna set, I've got it set to 120. Heard either 110, like from anywhere from 110 to 120, you should be good. ADS field of view to affected. If you like your sight zoomed in a little bit more, you can set it to independent, but I think affected is going to be the best bet. Weapon field of view wide, this is going to give you even more of a wider like feel to your screen. Third person field of view doesn't really matter. Vehicle field of view doesn't matter. I've set it to wide. Motion blur off. Weapon motion blur off. Turn these motion blurs off. First person camera movement to least, because this is going to make sure that your screen is not bouncing around even more. So while you're running, whatever, this will make sure that your screen's not bouncing around the least amount possible. Don't set that to 100. Inverted flashbang, completely up to you here. I never like this one because it just turns your screen black instead of white when you get it flashed. I always just think my game is crashing if it happens. So on or off, completely up to you. You can use this benchmark tool if you play on PC. You don't have this on console that I know of, so that's completely up to you guys. But yeah, so these will affect console for sure. All right, let's go to the controller settings. This is the good stuff. Aiming input device, obviously my controller. Button layout, I've got set to default. I've got paddles on the back of my controller, so I think my top right one is my jump button, or yeah, jump mantle button. Top left one is the crouch or slide button. Bottom left one is my left stick press in for sniping, to hold breath and those kinds of things. And then my bottom right one is also set to dive, my crouch dive slide button as well. Stick layout preset got set to default. I think the stick layout is easy. That's set to that. Horizontal stick sensitivity, I usually have mine at like 12 or 13 in Warzone, but I was just over flicking things. I set it down to 8. This felt really solid to me yesterday, so I'm sticking with 8 for a while. I'll probably end up raising it up to 10 at some point for multiplayer, but for Warzone later down the line when it gets integrated, I'm going to probably set it back up to 12 to 13. But this 8 felt really solid. Simplified controls preset, I've got set to off. Low motor strain preset off. Bumper ping off. This is a solid idea if you guys are comfortable with this. Swap L1 and L2. So your L1, your top 2 buttons, this applies to Xbox controllers as well. Your top 2 buttons with your bottom 2 buttons. If you don't have click triggers or a custom controller from aimcontrollers.com, use code MarvelFam, 30 to 40% off. Swap these two. You can turn this on, and this will give you kind of a click trigger feel if you don't have actual click triggers down here, so that you don't have to squeeze all the way in on your trigger in order to fire. And we'll go over another setting here in just a minute when it comes to that. Controller vibration, turn this off, guys. When your controller vibrates, it causes all kinds of problems out in your controller. So like if you're worried about stick drift and things like that, or if you have stick drift right now, you guys need to turn that vibration off. That vibration off causes all kinds of problems in here, so make sure you guys turn that off. Trigger effect, full haptics, 100%. Dead zone inputs, this is another thing. If you have stick drift or test sticks right here, you see how my we got a little shake in here. Okay, there was a little shake in my left one there, but what you want to do if you have a little shake, just go down here, turn your left stick minimum right here, just set it up, go back and test it, see if there's any shake. If there's no shake, that means the left stick minimum is set high enough. I know a lot of people are going to comment like, I've got mine set to 80. If you have stick drift that bad, it's time for a new controller. Left stick max, 99 to 100, doesn't matter. This, you want to set this all the way, 99 is fine, 100 is fine if you want to leave it at 99. Right stick minimum, I've got mine set to 0. I don't have any stick drift. I've got these aim controllers, they have no stick drift. They have the Hall effect joystick, so no stick drift there. Left trigger, this will help you have that click trigger feel so that you don't have to squeeze all the way in on your trigger. You set this to 0. If you have it all the way up here, all the way to 100, you'll have to squeeze in all the way in order to actually fire your weapon. So you want to fire as fast as possible. Set this thing all the way to 0. For aiming, we got sensitivity multiplier. I don't mess with these. These aren't going to be, you don't need this. That's just on foot. Aiming, advanced settings. We'll go over here. Look inversion, leave that alone. ADS sensitivity, transition timing. You want this set to instant. Third person ADS correction type. You want assist. Aim response curve type. I've got mine set to dynamic. I would recommend dynamic or standard, but I definitely recommend dynamic, I think. The custom sensitivity per zoom, you want off. Then target aim assist, obviously you want on. This is how you turn on aim assist. If you want to get better, like super good at the game, I recommend turning it off and playing it like that, warming up for a little while, and then turning it back on. Motion sensor behavior off. Motion sensor advanced settings. Motion sensor ratcheting. This is all if you have like you use the gyro aim or the hero aim or whatever. Movement. This is very, very important. So sprint assist has changed. So automatic tactical sprint has changed to tactical sprint assist. This is very important. Then you're going to want to go to show more. Sprint assist delay, you want to set this to 0. This will be like at 1,000. That means there's a delay from when you start to run to when you start actually tactical sprinting. You want to set this to 0 because you want that instant tactical sprint. Sprint assist sideways, turn this on. This omni movement is, you're going to sprint sideways, sprint right, sprint up, sprint back, and sprint diagonal, whatever. You need this on in order to get that same kind of feel, instant feel when it comes to tactical sprinting. So turn this on. Sprint assist backward, on, obviously. Mantle assist, off. You want crouch assist, off. Corner slice, on. So corner slice, this is completely up to you here. So when you walk around a corner now, you kind of go, not to tack stance, but you kind of tilt your weapon. You'll see your weapon tilt a little bit. So if you want that to happen, turn corner slice on. If you don't want that and you don't want that gun turning, I think it's kind of cool. Corner slice off, just turn it off. Completely up to you there. Slide dive behavior, this is very important as well. Set this to hybrid. You can use tap to slide. That'll only allow you to slide, but in this game with omni movement, you want to be able to dive, because when you dive now, you're able to shoot while you're diving, and you're able to shoot at any point during a slide. So I set that to hybrid and learn to use it, because it's very, very, very OP if you use it right. Sprint restore on. Slide maintain sprint on. Parachute automatic behavior off. Mantle cancels reload on. Movement settings, advanced movement settings, we want to go to sprint / tactical behavior toggle. Auto move forward off. Grounded mantle off. Tactical sprint activation. Set this to single tap sprint or single tap run. Do not double tap this, because you'll have to double tap that stick or whatever you're using to sprint, and you have to tap that twice in order to sprint again. Just a single tap sprint, single tap run. Plunging underwater, you want that free. There's only one map I think you can go underwater, so but this will apply to Warzone in the integration, so just have this ready, and that way you're able to transfer these settings automatically. Sprinting, and then of course you also want sprinting door bash on. Sprinting door bash on will allow you to sprint through doors, because Call of Duty is all about doors now. I'm not a fan of that, but I digress. Combat, we want aim down side behavior, of course, the hold, weapon mount activation. I have my double tap to ADS because I'm always constantly accidentally meleeing while I'm shooting, because I don't know, maybe I get so nervous and I just press down on my right stick. Most of these are ADS to melee. I've got mine double tap ADS to actually mount. Dedicated melee weapon activation is just to hold the melee button, so hold that down, that's easy. Armor plate, dedicated melee weapon, let me cover this real quick. So like you can just put all of your guns away and just have a melee weapon now, instead of having to carry a knife as a secondary. Pretty cool, actually, especially when it comes to like knife, the camo grind, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. Armor plate behavior, apply all. C4 detonation, I've got all at once. Equipment behavior hold. Manual fire behavior press. Combat advanced settings, we'll go there. Nothing, I don't think I changed super. Ping got changed. Zoom activation. Weapon mount exit instant, I did change that. Prioritize interact, definitely want this for sure. Interact reload behavior, prioritize interact for sure. Sprint cancels reloads off. ADS stick swap off. Depleted ammo switch on. Prioritize finishing move, that's what I have that set to. We're good there. Scoreboard map stats, toggle overlay advanced settings. Inventory control, directional buttons, moderate ping wheel delay, moderate wheels behavior hold. Yeah, we're good there. All right, for the audio settings, you want master game volume set to 100. Gameplay music volume I always have set to 0. Dialogue volume 50. Effects volume 100. Cinematic music volume to 0. If you don't care about the gameplay music and all that kind of stuff, now for campaign, you want to turn this probably back up just to get the experience, but when it comes to multiplayer or anything with Warzone, this is the same settings I use all the time. Turn that stuff off. Then we have the audio mix set to Treyarch mix. I've just got Treyarch mix because I've been trying it out. Bass boost is a solid one. Home theater is always a solid one as well, but I've got this one set to Treyarch mix. Mono audio off. This is going, yeah, turn that mono audio off. Mute game when minimized off. Mute license music, I've got that on, but turn that off for just if you're just playing at home and just hanging out. Mute. This doesn't matter. Reduce tinnitus sound, completely up to you here. This will so like, you know, with flashbangs and stuff and those kinds of things, this will reduce that sound a little bit. So maybe a solid option if you want to hear footsteps a little bit better. Hit marker preset I've got set to default because I want to use the ones that are in the game, but you can also switch it to classic. All right, so interface settings, this is pretty important as well, just to see your enemies a little bit clearer. All this stuff, this doesn't matter. Readability, this is all completely up to you. But color customization, we'll go down here. You can change all the colors of your teammates, enemies, all that kind of stuff. I changed my enemies to like this bright pink, and you can go in here and select whatever color you want, and then increase the saturation and increase the brightness here all the way to the max, and then apply custom color. You'll be good to go. You want your game to look a little bit better, go to filter 2, set it to both, and put both of these at 100. Then gameplay HUD, this is pretty dope. It keeps switching on me, I'm not sure why, but you got standard, inverted, classic, mission interface. This will give you that square look. You can customize all of this. Bigger, magnified, whatever. You can actually go over here and you can go in, customize all of this, dude. It's really solid. I've got mini map rotation on, radar, scale, all that kind of stuff. So I've got mine set to mission interface because it's got the square mini map up top left. That's just what I like. So completely up to you there. Pretty cool, man. All right, let me give you guys kind of the best loadouts you need to be running like at an early stage. I'm only level 20. And it takes forever to level up anything right now. Now we'll have a double XP weekend, I'm sure, on this opening weekend, so it'll be faster for everybody, which will be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Just keep that in mind. But right now I'm running the XM4. For this XM4, I'm gonna give you guys the perks and stuff too. But we're running a Merlin reflex optic. You get to customize your reticles now. I unlocked this green dot, which is kind of cool, which is just 50 kills while aiming down sights. Really easy. I've got the gold camo. All these camos are all headshot based, so you also don't have to level your weapon while you're camo grinding, which is super helpful because it takes forever I'm telling you, forever to level these weapons. Hopefully with double XP it'll be better. I think with double XP it'll probably feel like it should, and then they'll probably end up having to increase it. But like, you're talking 5 headshots all the way to 100 headshots at one point, and then you unlock these special ammos, which is get 30 kills shortly after sprinting with the XM4, get a kill without taking any damage 30 times, and then the gold camo is get 10 double kills or better after you unlock these special ones. Then to get diamond, you have to have unlocked gold camos on all 7 assault rifles. So you got to go do that, and then you got to come back and get 3 kills without dying 10 times with the XM4, which is crazy. The diamond camo, and then this one is so cool, dude. This one is a really solid camo. I'm really enjoying this one. And then of course we have dark matter, and you have to get spine on all 33 weapons as well. So it is a grind. It's going to be a grind, but at least you don't have to level up all your weapons in order to camo grind this time, which is super helpful. Then for that XM4, you want to run the compensator. I'm running the compensator right now. This is really solid. Vertical foregrip for sure, and it's not just because I don't have this max. This is a very solid option. Ranger foregrips are probably a good one too. The extended mag 2 here, and then the quick draw grip, quick draw or commando grip are really solid here. Here's the loadout for that XM4, but that's the one I'm really enjoying right now. The pistol I'm shooting for is the GS45. You don't unlock this till level 28. I'm almost there. So, but the GS45 is a 1-shot in hardcore, 2-shot in core, which is really good. I'm running concussion grenades. I recommend stem shots here. Simtex is your best bet here for sure. Not a fan of any of these other ones, to be honest. Thermo grenade maybe, but Simtex is your best bet. Assault pack, if you're running and gunning and you're trying to get more kills, assault pack, you know, obviously you'll get more. This is like a muni box. That's the same thing as the assault pack. And then dexterity, this is the best perks you can be running. Dexterity, assassin, double time. If you're going for high kills, this is the best bet. And then it gives you the specialty enforcer, which is killing enemies grants a temporary buff to the movement speed and health regenerate, so keeps that momentum going. Now this one, these take forever, man. Perk greed is the one you want to be running, but you don't unlock that until like level 54, so keep that in mind. That's the one you want to be running, and then run flak jacket with that. Very OP. But yeah, here's that loadout that you guys need to be running for that. And we'll have a top loadout video, so make sure you're subscribed and all that kind of stuff as well. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll have a top 10 loadout video for you guys this next week for all the best weapons you can be using right now in Black Ops 6. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss a video like this or like one of these. We'll see you in the next one.